is the Treu Real Estate 911 podcast with Lisa Treu. Lisa will share up-to-date real estate information with you that you need to know.
Welcome to Treu Real Estate 911. It's Brian Mott along with your local real estate pro, Lisa Treu. And as always, the Treu Group keeping you ahead of the curve with everything that is changing that could have a positive impact on you and real estate. And today, we're talking about a change to FHA loans that could end up having a huge impact for a lot of folks that are looking for a condo. And so before we get going, if you're not already at the Treu's website, go there, TreuRealEstate911.com. It's TreuRealEstate911.com. And as always, the Treu's, they're ready to help you 7 days a week. Call 561-972-8326. It's 561-972-8326. You know, Lisa, we were talking about this recently, heading into the holidays. I mean, it's crazy how fast time flies, thinking about Thanksgiving, thinking about Hanukkah, Christmas, and this time of year, a lot of people do naturally say, you know what, it's going to wait until January, but you are still helping people straight through the holidays, right?
We are, and if you are buying a property and this is going to be a homesteaded property, there are reasons why you should be going ahead and buying. It actually can save you a lot of money, not just this year, but year after year after year to lock in the homestead for next year instead of delaying it.
You know, you bring up a really good point when we're looking to buy, because if we do end up seeing increases in property taxes, it's not just about the added cost next year, but the compounding effect over the course of time. And certainly, if we're going to be in place, you could be talking about potentially even thousands of dollars of impact if somebody stayed in place for, say, the rest of their lives.
Yes, what happens is we have a starting point for the Save the Home benefit, which caps how much our taxes can go up. And that only starts once you've applied for that homestead. And there's plenty of time to go ahead and buy and close to meet that deadline, actually beat the deadline of the end of this year.
Okay, so again, the Treu's ready to help you straight through the holidays. And if you're looking to sell as well, Treu's can help you enjoy the holidays and still sell fast and for the most money. Now, Lisa, you ended up putting something on my radar, completely new information to me, and you mentioned that it could end up being a really positive impact for a lot of people that are looking to purchase condos. Tell us what's going on with FHA loans and how this will impact and who it'll impact.
Well, many of the challenges with our condo market is financing. And today there is a new option for buyers out there. FHA financing can now be used on many of our condos here. Over, I think, time, we're going to see this really help our condo market, which often is struggling compared to maybe our single-family product.
Now, a lot of people, if they haven't necessarily waded in, just kind of a conceptual thing, okay, I'm thinking about purchasing, and, they hear FHA condos. So this is an entirely new situation.
It is. As of October, this has just opened up. Many people don't really understand it yet, and over time, it will be harder to be able to buy in certain popular condos because there are rules that go along with this. So the early adopters, the people that say, I want to buy, and maybe you have credit, maybe you have too much debt, or maybe you've had a short sale, or you just need a low down payment loan. These are all reasons to look at FHA, and now we can offer it not just on townhomes and not just on villas or single-family homes, but now condos now qualify for most of them out there.
Lisa, you just named some of the people who are good candidates for this particular option that is now available. Would this be a situation where if somebody had attempted to take out a mortgage or looked into it and it didn't look like it would be favorable, even as recently as September, that now they might have an opportunity?
Yes. So if you have heard that you had maybe the back end, or you had too much debt for a conventional loan product for a condo, or you didn't have enough money saved, this may open up an opportunity for you to buy into a condo. Let's face it, sometimes condos are the best affordable option for people. So it does open up really, I think, a lot of people that were told no before. It is worth revisiting and talking to the lender again and saying, does this help me? Is this change a great opportunity? And Brian, you've got to have somebody who understands the new guidelines because they are confusing, and having someone who understands it that can help you like our lenders can really is key.
Well, and that's all part of the experience of the Treu Group. So if you're thinking about buying a property and you're like, okay, well, I have more questions than answers, that's part of what you do. It's not just about, your end on the real estate spectrum. You ensure that we're set up with all the right people, the right information.
Yes, I mean, buying a home requires that you have everything in place. You need a great inspector. You need a great loan officer. You need a great insurance agent. Having all those people that are trusted that can give you not just answers, but the right answers that are right for your situation is key. And, I thought about this. This program also is pretty amazing for parents that have college students, because before we talked about that program that you can buy, but that was not with condos. And many parents want to buy a condo for their college students. It's maintenance free. It's easy. It's like a dorm, except they can make money off of it. So this now offers even more opportunities for parents with college students with that low down, being able to get the homestead exemption and so much more.
Well, and then the affordability as well. I mean, one of the other considerations, even if this particular type of loan, what, I want to save some more money to put down, or whatever the consideration is. Well, interest rates being where they are right now, it's not something you want to take for granted. If you end up trying to guess that things will be different and better for you, say this time next year, there's no guarantee. Bias and mortgage rates over time likely is higher from here.
It is, and a condo is a really interesting first option or first Florida option if you're looking to maybe come down and try out Florida. So if you're a first-time home buyer, it's a great option. If you're a first-time investor, it can be a great option. And certainly a first-time Florida resident, it's an amazing option because you don't have to maintain the exterior of the property. It's more like renting for many people, so it's a nice transition. And if you buy in the right condo, it's a great way to buy that first property that you're going to live in, enjoy, and then maybe rent that out and move to your next property. So there's a lot of ways that you can use this kind of to launch you into more wealth, more real estate equity, and a great strategic plan.
I have a analysis I'm working on, but I'm pretty much at the point where I'm comfortable. With the affordability that we've had in terms of the appreciation being somewhat moderate with Palm Beach County real estate over the past couple of years, the combination of wage increases, which continues to pace 3% or better, and now these mortgage rates back down to this area, that we're getting ready to see a spike in appreciation of home prices that we probably haven't seen since about the last time that we had mortgage rates down here, and potentially based upon wages even higher than that. Are you beginning to see additional traction in local real estate?
We are, and one of the things that we're watching is also that people are staying longer, and it's one of the reasons why in some neighborhoods inventory is tight. Now, there are still amazing opportunities where buyers can still get really good deals, and yet there are some areas where people buy and they just stay. They're not moving around a lot. When that happens, what happens to prices? Prices continue to go up because there's more people that want to buy, and they have the incomes to support it, and they just want to be in that neighborhood. I believe that real estate is going to be one of the things that will help our economy if we do have a correction. And those that really start to think of real estate as a strategy instead of just a place to live, I think they're going to benefit long term. To
your point, and with stocks at record highs, we have always seen that there's a bit of a yin-yang relationship. We've had something kind of odd going on here of late, in which you have several asset classes that are at high levels in conjunction with one another. There's stocks, real estate, even many commodities. Gold is not at an all-time high, but it's at its highest level in several years. Bonds being at those same levels too. And when we see that you begin to have corrections, often there is a flight to real estate. And it looks like we are primed for that type of situation with all these conditions we're talking about, Lisa. You'd also mentioned earlier this year even, you're beginning to see a greater influx of people from high-tax states as part of the tax consideration because last year it was the digesting of it, getting their lives together to relocate. Well, we saw in the latest census data incredible numbers. I mean, the number, 63% more people moving from Connecticut to Florida over the same time last year. It was like, holy cow. And Florida drew from literally every single state in the country, even over 3,000 people from Hawaii.
Yeah, our prices are still, I know when we live here, we feel like our prices have gotten out of control sometimes.
Right.
And yet when you compare them to other resort-like communities, because let's face it, we live in a resort-like community in Palm Beach County.
It's funny that you mentioned that because related but totally different research. So out of Exeter University in London, they were studying the impact of health benefits relative to one living near the coast. And the bottom line is that scientists have found that being near the coast, being near the beach is better for your mental health and your physical health because people tend to engage in more. And what they found is it extends out about 3.1 miles from the coast. Well, if you begin to think about that, how many properties, how many communities are within 3 miles of our coast? And, you know, to your point about this being a resort community, you don't have to be in a quote-unquote resort to be in a resort community.
I mean, think about all the things that we have. I did a recent video on all the reasons to consider Palm Beach County, Martin County, Broward County. We are 2 hours from Mickey Mouse. We are 2 hours from the Florida Keys. We have more golf communities and golf courses than anywhere else. We have beautiful beaches. We have nature. You can go and birdwatch. You can get on a paddleboard and go and see all kinds of manatees and all kinds of wonderful things. This is all normal for us, and we start to think, oh, well, whatever. No, this is paradise.
Yes.
Dining outdoors in December, right?
Yep.
This is truly paradise. And when Steve and I travel, we are always amazed at how affordable Palm Beach County is compared to all those other cities in resort areas. Now, yes, there are cheaper places, but they're not where we live, not in the lifestyle that we have, and we are so blessed. And then the other thing, and people from the Northeast can appreciate this, we have one of the lowest commute times to work, period. So we spend more of our life enjoying our life instead of on a train, in a car, commuting to work. And it's just an amazing lifestyle which makes us happier, makes us better employees, makes us have really that dream life that everybody thinks that we have here. We do, we just may not realize it.
And to your point, when I was doing my research, taking a look at the census data and also saying 221,000 relocations from outside the U.S., in addition to every one of the 50 states that we net gained people from, you might be able to make the case that Florida in particular, and South Florida most especially, is the most desirable place in the world to be right now.
I think it's the best value for sure. And we have the best lifestyle for the most reasonable price. And it literally, if you name something you want it's in your area where you're going to live, we have it. There's not one thing I can think of that we don't have down here. We have culture. We have recreation. I was running at the beach the other morning. Place is packed. People are everywhere out enjoying, exercising. We're healthier down here.
Oh, absolutely.
And so it just is a great lifestyle. And I agree, many of the Northeast people, they are coming here, and yet it's not where everybody thinks that they're coming from. And so our marketing's really targeting. Obviously, we're having people from New York come, but like you said, Connecticut, Massachusetts, I mean, they are coming like crazily because they want what we have to offer. Plus, honestly, you know, the taxes are better here too.
Yep. Even $1,400 from Alaska. I mean, you name it. It was, I think, 971 from Wyoming. People are coming from wherever.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I would be coming from Alaska and Wyoming too.
And so the Treu's are ready to help you. Buying, selling questions 7 days a week, 561-972-8326. That's 561-972-8326. And if you're not already there, go to TrueRealEstate911.com.